We're going to be looking at a scenario where civilization starts over. We are on episode 31, and in the last episode we saw World War I. We saw the European powers start colonizing parts of Africa. Norway and Russia and Iraq completely fell apart, and the whole world is now very aggressive at this point. But in this episode we will be looking at the Russian Civil War. This civil war is meant to turn Russia into a democratic nation. If you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. Okay, so first, I'm going to show you guys the province map because I have made some changes. As you can see, all of Europe has been marked with provinces. And I will begin working on parts of Asia very soon. I've already started over here inside of this gigantic... I don't even know what this country is. I've also started in Africa a little bit. So yeah, I probably won't show this again until it is finished. So goodbye, province layer. And let's look at the population layer because I've changed some stuff. The Dutch team now has 14 million, and I think this is like 2 million less than they used to have. They lost a lot of people from this war. The Italian team now is in 9th place. This Tibetan grayish country is in 8th. Vietnam 7th. This fractured Chinese country is actually in 6th. This Union over here, Central Asian Union, is in 5th. 4th is Korea. 3rd is India. And 2nd is actually this red country right here. Now, this country, during this like 20-year span, has expanded their population greatly. They used to be 11th place inside of population. They were just below, I don't remember what country was 10th last time. But they ordered a big population boom, and this paid off. They are now 2nd place in population, with Indonesia still being 1st with 30 million. Economy hasn't changed much besides the fact the Dutch is now off the leaderboards. The neutral lime is in 3rd now. Wales is 2nd. And really the rest is just the same. I'll stop right here if you guys want to look at it. And in Indonesia, they're still in 1st. Now let's go ahead and look at the new military rankings of the world. 10th is actually going to be Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia destroyed the Greeks inside of World War I. And now they're even colonizing it a little bit inside of Africa. 9th is India. 8th is the Central Asian Union. 7th is Iberia. 6th is Wales. 5th is Vietnam. 4th is Tibet. 3rd is Italy. 2nd is the Dutch. And 1st is now Indonesia. Power rankings have changed. Russia, Iraq, and a bunch of Norway are now off the leaderboards. But let's go over to Sri Lanka because we need to do our daily Sri Lanka update. We see this orange country falls apart, and we see the cyan and the gold work out a peace treaty that's going to go something like this. And for the first time in a long time, Sri Lanka is actually very peaceful. And that is going to do it for the daily Sri Lanka update. Over in Europe, we see, the main Star Alliance peoples officially claiming few parts of Africa. What I'm saying is the Dutch is going to claim an area of Africa, and, Wales, Italy, Yugoslavia, and Iberia are also going to all take little claims to start out with. But the first thing they do is go and explore the rest of South Africa, and so now Africa is fully explored. The Blue Iberian team go ahead and claim control of these areas. This isn't like core parts of their colonized areas. These are just claims for now. The Italian team is going to take control of these lands. Yugoslavia is going to claim these lands, while the Greeks are going to claim these lands. So here are the new borders of Africa. They have, not really changed much. But this is all that we will be seeing from Africa in this episode. Besides, I need to make the Dutch's colony. The Dutch are going to go ahead and claim these areas along with this island right there. The Dutch now have a foothold in Africa and America, speaking of America, let's jump over to America. We don't see much colonizing, but we see a lot of exploration from the Dutch because they've been craving to explore more of America, but they couldn't have recently because they've been caught up in that sticky conflict inside of Europe. We also see Indonesia on this side start exploring more of North America and just going down into more of like Western United States. And that is all that's going to happen in America this episode because we need to jump over to the Russian Civil War. For the Civil War, the people who want to change the government will be colored in this light red color. So first I need to draw in all of the areas that want to change the government. Okay, well these are some pretty big revolutions. All the areas in red want to change the government of Russia, and the gray is the original government. The old Russian government is going to have some success pushing back these rebellions at the start, making their capital breathe some fresh air. But the rebellions secure the Baltic border and just keep going around, kind of going up north, where we see this big blob reach out and connect up with this rebellion, so that way they can share supplies between the two rebellions. We then see Poland jump in on this war because it's Poland. This violates probably some peace treaties, if there even is any peace treaties, but Polish troops start like just full throttling into Russia. The Dutch leader is going to fly over to the Polish capital and be like, stop, what are you doing? Russia is like dying right now. Why are you invading them? And you want to know what Poland is going to do when they say that? The leader of the Dutch gets slapped right across the face. Poland then issues and kills the leader of the Dutch team. What happens is the Polish president is gangster and does not care about anyone besides themselves. So the Polish president slapped the Dutch leader across the face. It's not really the Polish president. The Polish king slapped the Dutch king, and then the people beside the Polish king gunned down the Dutch president. We then see Polish troops begin entering into the Dutch country. Poland does not give a crap about anyone. They will just, if you say anything remotely like stop, what are you doing? They'll find you and they will kill you. With there being no leader inside of the Dutch country, it starts like kind of turning chaotic in the Dutch country now. And so what's going to happen is the Italian country is going to send their leader up there, find a new leader. It's going to be the son of the old king. And the son is going to be smart about this after a little bit longer of Poland invading into the country. Peace treaty. They can't afford to fight another war right now. Their economy is like suffering very badly right now. Poland, a new country, has just defeated the second strongest country in the world in a matter of days. Poland can't worry about that right now as they just continue invading into Russia, taking over this whole area over here, and giving, well, the rebellions one less area to worry about. Poland then begins supplying the rebellion. And so very quickly we just see this happen. And this is a big uh-oh as they lose all of the north. The Russians are going to be able to push back in some areas over here, but they're pretty much done for as most of their military is just, it's over. And although this war has been very short, there's been some terrible stuff going on behind the scenes. The Russian king has been killing civilians for really no reason. They've been killing civilians because, well, they wanted to. And with this, more areas start popping up to get rid of the Russian king. And a rebellion takes place really close to the capital, and that takes the capital over. With this, people siege the capital and murder the king, and they issue a surrender of Russia. A lot of lives were lost, and not really because of the war. It was because of the atrocities that the Russian king was doing to its own people. Let's look at a peace treaty. Poland just went ahead and chose these lands. This isn't all lands that they used to have, but they now have more provinces, as you can see. And Russia is now a democratic nation. And they're also going to change their color to a slightly darker gray. Russia goes into a rebuilding stage, while Poland, you thought it was over. Well, you see, they're going to go over to Warsaw, because they think Warsaw should be a part of them. They know that they don't really have the supplies to, like, fully take them over yet. So, Poland is going to go over to them and say, give us all these provinces of this panhandle you have. Warsaw, just seeing what Poland did to the Dutch, is going to be like, okay, calm down. We can resolve this. Poland is going to be like, no, we can't. Give me the land now. And what a Polish man wants, a Polish man gets. Poland has just proved they're a top dog in Europe, and everyone needs to fear them. Over in Central Asia, we see this gold country invade into the purple country, wiping them out very quickly. We then see them make an invasion into the cyan one, also taking them over fairly quickly. Oh jeez, and Babylon is actually going to start an invasion into this purple country right here, as well taking it over very quickly because, well, their population is actually fighting with the Babylonian army, and they're also going to start a small invasion into this country right here until they surrender. Babylon goes ahead and annexes the country up here, while taking a little bit of land from this blue country in Saudi Arabia, while the gold country annexes everything they took. And before I end today's episode, there are two countries in the world that are starting to see cracks in their empire. I'm not going to say which ones yet, but just know they are in Asia, and they are both top powers. If you guys enjoyed these episodes, make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye. And today's daily shoutout is going to go to MimiL2.565. He makes some mapping content. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you all for watching this video. Thank you for 500 subscribers. That is awesome that we achieved that. And I will see you in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Goodbye.